Alright, so welcome to a game called Dark Legions. This was a fairly good game, I remember back from the mid 90s, and it's essentially a strategy slash, you can think of it sort of as battle chess, but you control the chess pieces. So we're going to be going through a couple of the different units here. So we'll set up a custom battle, and you can do whatever you want. We'll put the computer, I'll make the map small. I mean, there's all sorts of different maps. You have your trees and your rocks and whatnot, but just for the sake of playing, we'll make this small. That's a pretty cool looking map. I don't want tiny. Actually, I will do tiny. We'll keep the computer level weak for right now. Moves per turn is fine. Whatever, that's all fine. So here are your different classes. And I'll start off explaining each one. The wizard, he can cast a spell orb, and I'll show you that in battle. But he's pretty good at fighting. I would consider him sort of a midline fighter. Not my favorite unit in the game, but not the worst. Uh, he's pretty decent if you need to just finish some weak creatures off from a distance without you need to get in battle. Illusionist is better if you're going against another player because you can create as many monsters, well, not as many, but lots of different monsters for minimal life force drain, and it's really useful. You can make a whole army or illusion army for pretty much nothing, but against a computer, she's not all that great. Conjurer's fantastic. You team her up with a healer or some life force regeneration rings. She could be the best unit in the game. I'll show you in the battlefield more about her. Orcs and Berserkers, you're a cannon fodder. Orcs are a little better in combat. I tend to prefer Berserkers just because they're a tad bit cheaper. Orcs do have a nice charge attack, but I don't know, I don't think Orcs are worth the extra 10. I don't think they're that much better than Berserkers. These guys are invisible. Not that useful against the computer, useful against players. Trolls are strong. They're for the money. They're good, but they're very slow. They're very slow on huge maps. I don't even know if I consider them. You have seers here. They will reveal any sort of illusionary units, any traps, any invisible units. I almost always recommend having one of these in the group. At least one, usually two. Healers, they're good to be teamed up with your your units that are going to use a lot of spell points or outside of battle points, like your wizards, your illusionist, and your conjurers. I would always stick more with the conjurer, but besides that, they're not that useful. They're okay, I should say. Water and fire elementals, they're both really good. I consider them mid to top range battle units. Take your poison. The fire elemental can dish out more damage with his special attack. The water elemental can move around the map a little more with his teleportation. The thief, if you plan on disarming traps, he's great. He's actually not that bad in battle for the money because he has a nice he's fast and he has a nice ranged attack and he has a really strong backflip attack, but he's fairly weak. I mean, one hit from a demon and he's a goner. Vampires are fantastic. Now they start off with -5 life regeneration, so that means you got to get into battle. And what they will do is in battle you can stun enemies and you can suck the blood from them, which will regain your life force. And also, if you kill a creature that's not an illusion or a conjured unit or an elemental, they become a zombie, and you can use those zombies to attack your opponents even further. So that's they're really good units. Wraiths they're good for sniping. If you have an annoying, their special move is that they can go anywhere on the map outside of their usual movement range at the cost of life, and they're good snipers. Sometimes I might go with one just in case there's a seer or something. And I'm rolling with an illusion army and I want to take out that seer real quick. You can use a wraith, and these are just the best fighters. There's not much to say about them. They're really strong. They're the best spotters. You have your different traps here. I don't use them much, but I'll fire trap. This is the best trap. Void, poison, insanity trap, stone, slowing, teleport trap, and then you have your rings. You can put rings on any one of your non-orb holder units. So stamina, protection, rejuvenation, and life. So in the next video, I'm gonna pick out some units and we're gonna set them up in the battlefield. So that's what we got.